The long-awaited signing by the SPLM-AIO of the minutes of permanent ceasefire and transitional security arrangement workshop finally took place on Monday. The government and former detainees signed the minutes in September 2015. The Minister of Information and Broadcasting, Michael Makwei, says the signing of the minutes by the SPLM-AIO is a milestone in implementation of the peace agreement.
This is a good day. This marks the beginning of a real implementation of the agreement because these minutes constitute the roadmap. They constitute the roadmap for the permanent ceasefire and the transitional security arrangements. This is the roadmap for implementation of Chapter 2 of the agreement. It is worth mentioning that without us moving on this road for the implementation of the permanent ceasefire, then we cannot be talking about the implementation of the agreement, because the permanent ceasefire is the cornerstone for the implementation of the agreement. So from here, I call upon all our forces to keep peace, defend themselves only if they are attacked, and not to move out of their trenches. At the same time, I request the SPLM-AIO forces to ensure that they don't attack the positions of the SPLA again.
The SPLM-AIO chief negotiator, General Taban Dengai, says they are ready to send their senior commanders to Juba as part of implementation of the peace deal.
What is important is that by signing these minutes of the workshop today, is that we have one very important step. That's the building trust between the parties to the agreement. And mainly the government and the SPLM are in opposition. The country is ours, and we believe we can fix it again, and we are confident. This is a chance for me to pass my message to the people of South Sudan that the SPLM-IO is ready. And, I believe it's not going to take us more than a week or 2 weeks. Then you will see our advance team to Juba. That will be led by very high-profile members of the SPLM and SPLA. As I said, we are very determined, and we need to fix the country. It is our country, and we must reconcile ourselves. We must forgive ourselves. And the future is for our future generation and for all of us.
A representative of the former detainees, John Luke Jock, reiterates the commitment of the parties to implementing the peace deal.
Now onwards, what we will be now planning how to move inside the country, to work in Juba. The military people will also be working there and giving clear instructions to their forces that the permanent ceasefire is fully in effect. And therefore, all the skirmishes we hear about should really be something of the past. It should not be. On the other aspects of the peace agreement will immediately start. We are going to discuss the timeline.
The question, however, is what is contained in the minutes. The minutes is a 6-page document. Issues in the document contained in page 1, withdrawal of UPDF from South Sudan, which is already being done.
We are too happy that we are going back to our motherland. What he has brought us, we have already accomplished.
Page 4 of the minutes on security arrangement states that security of Juba shall be under joint integrated police, numbering 3,000, 1,500 from government, 1,500 from SPLM-AIO, 25% must be female. Command of the Joint Integrated Police shall be rotational every 9 months. Page 5 states that 5,000 SPLA shall remain in Juba to guard barracks, bases and warehouses until unification is done, but they only carry light weapons while on duty. Presidential guards shall be 1,000. Band and ceremonial personnel shall be 250. The first vice president's protection detail shall be 300. National Security Service shall not wear military uniforms or any other security force uniforms while within 25-kilometer zone around Juba and shall only carry pistols. Senior military officers from the government and the Splma Io are now engaged in a meeting to find out when the Splma Io can report to Juba. Oyet Patrick, SSTV News, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia.